Hello, hello, Melanie here, coming at you today from one of my favorite places recently, and that is the strength training section of the gym. I am at the gym in my co-working space where I have learned over the past couple of months to spend some valuable time building my strength both physically and mentally. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today in this edition of Off the Mat. Strong is the new goal and why strength training matters. Now, strength training is something that we should all be doing, working with heavier weights, moving at a slower pace so we can ultimately reach muscle failure. But why is it so important, especially as women in our 30s, 40s, and 50s? Well, strength training has a lot to do with more than just aesthetics. We need to get out of the idea that lifting weights and working with heavier weights is going to somehow make us look manly, bulky, and a little less feminine. First, let's talk about why strength training matters from the aesthetic point of view, because it really is more than just aesthetics. When you look at 2025 last year, a lot of the focus in workouts was on Pilates. We had this narrative of being long, of being lean, of doing lighter weights, sculpting weights, and while there is a place for that, I think in the long term, we really need to focus on, again, heavier weights, slower reps. As women in our 30s, 40s, and 50s, we are most likely in perimenopause or have reached menopause. We're noticing shifts in our hormones, we're noticing that we may be losing some of our muscle mass, having increases in body fat, and just our overall metabolism is slower, we're feeling more tired, and a little bit less energy level. By incorporating strength training just a few days a week, 30 minutes at a time, we can counteract all of those effects from perimenopause and menopause. We'll increase our energy level, have better sleep, improve our metabolism, and build back up that muscle mass. So let's start by taking a look at the physical benefits of strength training. And that starts with taking a look at muscle itself. When we look at muscle, muscle is a tissue and it's what's considered to be an active tissue, meaning it's working all the time to burn calories. Whether we are walking, sleeping, running, eating, muscle is always working to help burn the calories. So when you lift weights, you're getting more muscle and therefore you're going to be burning more calories. The more muscle you have, the more calories you'll burn. If you need a motivation, let that be your first one. Other physical benefits of strength training would be improved posture because we are working our core, we're getting stronger in our legs, we're working our glutes, we're helping strengthen our back. So we're going to stand a little taller, a little brighter, and ultimately have a whole lot more confidence and energy level. And all of this translates over into real life activities. Think about when we're doing the stair climber or we're doing squats or doing our lunges. That helps us climb stairs. That's going to help us pick up our groceries. It's summertime. I want to be able to pick up my luggage at the airport and go on my merry way. And also if you've got kids, a pet, that's all going to help you get down, lower, pick everything up, and do it all in one trip. So think about how what you're doing here translates into what you're doing out there in your everyday life. Next, taking a look and moving on to some of the medical benefits of strength training, it goes back to that whole concept of muscle being an active tissue. Because muscle is an active tissue, it's burning calories all the time, which is ultimately going to help your metabolism function a whole lot better. With a better functioning metabolism, we not only get our muscle strength up, our muscle tone up, and losing our body fat, but that's going to help lower our blood sugar, which is great for those that have diabetes, help lower our blood pressure, which is great for those of us that may have high blood pressure, help lower our cholesterol level, and ultimately help lower the risk for heart disease. I already mentioned how strength training can help improve your sleep and your energy level, but it also plays a role in your mental health as well because it will help decrease some of your anxiety levels. Think about it. You have a place to channel all of that anger, that frustration, that whatever heavy feeling you're carrying around in the day. Pick up a pair of weights, channel it into your bicep curls. Channel it into your squats. As they say, let that mess go. Let it go, put it into your strength training, and you will feel a whole lot better. Well rested, more confident, and feeling just more energy overall. And the last thing I'll mention is strength training ultimately not only helps your muscles, but it helps with your bone density as well. We all want to age gracefully. We all want to stand up a little taller. We all want to maximize our calcium and our vitamin D intake, and strength training will help do that as well. But at the end of the day, strength training is something that we all need to be doing. The physical and medical benefits, and ultimately the emotional and mental benefits, they're all right there. Yes, cardio, bar, Pilates, they all have their place. They're all fun. I love them as well, but there's nothing that will beat a strong strength training session. And to help get you started, I have created a strength training library right here on YouTube where I've got a mix of upper body, lower body, and full body workouts just for you. And if you want guidance, coaching, and one-on-one accountability, I strongly encourage you to check out my Wellness Reboot Health Coaching Program. Just visit my website, mymoveswithmelanie.com. Take a look at the program, see how we can work together, schedule your complimentary consultation, and let's go ahead and get you moving from where you are to where you want to be. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more health and wellness tips very soon. Bye.